Yeah, we need to talk about some stuff. Well, I think we need to discuss this because 2026 has come, and well, I need to take my Metamucil real quick. I'm gonna put this down. And sorry if you don't see my face. We gotta talk about this. America ain't doing so good, and just so you know, y'all just bear with me real quick. I gotta get some Metamucil. Real quick. Ah, yes, sir. Get that Metamucil. 'Cause if I need to sit here and get up, okay, there we go. End of them. This is inconvenient. This really is. Having to take Metamucil. End of America. 2026 ain't looking so good. My fiber, it ain't looking so good. 2026 is the year where he's going to try to set himself up as a king. He's going to try to say, I am king. And then he's going to try to sit here and say that I shouldn't have emergency powers. And when Trump gets emergency powers, then he's going to try to sit here and now declare a martial law. And when he declares martial law for emergency powers, it's going to stay like that. Now, you all may think, oh, this can't happen in America. America is the home of the free. America is a great nation, a super nation. That we can't lose our freedoms in America. We can't be underneath a dictatorship. Well, that even if you tried to, Congress would stop it. Not if you remember him tearing down the east wing of the White House, spending $230 million for a ballroom, what he still claimed to be. You remember him started detaining American citizens. ICE come in and deporting U.S. citizens out of the country, putting them in Guantanamo Bay. Why do you think that he's going to reopen Guantanamo Bay? What do you think he's going to use that for? You've got to have a clue. Why do you think he's going to do this? What is his main goal? To do what? To do what? To do what? What is Trump's main goal? Why does he want to open up Guantanamo Bay, a gitmo? Why is he sending Asian or sending ICE into the American cities? Why is he sending troops into the cities? Why is he declaring martial law? And you think that Congress would stop it, but nope. Why do you think American citizens are being deported that are of color? Why do you think that people of color are being removed from the United States, put in camps? Why do you think that he's building prisons? Why do you think that he's reopening a Gitmo? What do you think they're going to do in Alcatraz, that old abandoned prison? They're going to send people there. They're going to send people to a Gitmo. You speak against the Trump regime, well, off to a Gitmo you go. Why do you think they're doing this? He wants complete power in the United States of America. He wants complete power. He wants to control. He wants to censor the people in the United States. He wants to control everything. And he wants to bring it like in a communist regime. He wants to declare himself as king. He wants to send troops into the United States. He wants to put troops in cities. He wants to send ICE into cities. He wants to deport people of color. His intentions ain't good in these United States. Why do you think he started cutting the programs? He wants to set up a digital ID system. Do you not understand? Hey, smell them coffee and smell them their donuts. Smell them eggs and bacon in them coffee and wake up. You guys are so delusional. You're bowing to worship him, calling that man a man of God. Wake up. He is not a man of God. What is it going to take for you to sit here and see that his interest is not of the interest of the United States of America? His interest is power, control, censorship, and enslavement. Why do you think his plans to reopen a Gitmo, to open Alcatraz again, open up FEMA camp, is so he can control the masses of the United States of America, so he can surround and keep the people in their place. We are now waking up and seeing this thing, that it was all a coup so that he can start sending troops in the major cities, and so that they can stop building the digital ID and the social credit score system. But you guys just don't want to listen. You guys want to think, oh no, 2026 will be an excellent and marvelous year. It's the year of the digital ID, the social credit score, and the year of the white supremacy movement. How stupid are you guys? To stay in your fantasy TikTok world, stay in your world of make believe. I'll go watch my favorite content creator. I'll go watch AI, but I'll never come to the person that's telling the truth. I'll just ignore that person, ignore that person, ignore that person, and I'll ignore that person. But when you find out, well, it's happening, don't say I ain't warned you. Don't say that you was never warned. As a matter of fact, why don't you go watch more content of your little precious Dar Man, your precious Mama C. But when you're finding yourself in the middle of 2026, if my channel is still up and it hasn't been terminated due to the interest of speaking against Donald Trump, and you're watching this in the middle of 2026, God bless your heart. One or two things have happened. I'm not proud to say one or two things. It's either I'm with the rebellion, or I ain't no longer at this residence. And if I'm still at this residence during the time when this is taking its own place, and they haven't shut me down or tried to put me in jail for speaking against Donald Trump, they will start executing people who speak against Donald, blah, 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 Donald J. Trump. Anyone speaks against Donald J. Trump will be executed. Anyone who talks bad about this regime either will be executed or imprisoned. They will come down and bash your door down. They will break down your door and grab you in the middle of the night for speaking against Donald J. Trump. Your own neighbors, your own family will report you. Why? Because they want to eat, they want to survive, they don't want to lose their right to housing, food, basic necessities. They're going to sit here and go and turn you in lickety split. Over there is in on this live stream, on this TikTok, he's talking bad about Donald J. Trump. I'm doing my duty as an American reporting him. And when they come in and grab you, don't say I didn't warn you. Don't say I didn't warn you. Don't say I didn't what this would have brought. But no, you love MAGA, you love Trump, he is your God. And so since he is your God, Yahshua will hand you over to your God, Donald J. Trump. Yahuwah will give you an illusion, will hand you over a strong illusion that Donald J. Trump is your God. Since you decided that I'm gonna worship Donald J. Trump, you will be given over to a strong illusion, says Yahuwah. The nation shall cry out to me, but I shall not answer them. I shall allow this nation to be in bondage. I shall prune my people. I shall correct my people. I shall chastise my people, for they have fallen from me. They have turned to the ways of this world. They have turned to the ways of wickedness, sin. But they have chosen instead of Yahshua, they have chosen the American God. They have chosen worldly things. You sit here and celebrate in the streets that Donald J. Trump was elected as your president. You celebrated, you partied, you said, hooray, hooray! Now get these people out of here. Now you are being deported and forced into hiding. And now you are saying, why thus has Trump betrayed me? Why doesn't he keep his promises? Why does he turn around and take it from the poor? Your God, Donald Trump, is going to fall. Your God, Donald J. Trump, will be destroyed. And this nation, who all followed Donald J. Trump, will mourn and they shall weep. The nation, y'all that followed Donald J. Trump, shall mourn and weep after he has been stricken down. And the nation of America will say, well, there was no one like him. So you have decided that when the digital ID comes, you're foolishly going to go ahead and take it. Because you want your comforts. You want to be able to eat. You want to pay your bills. You want to get in a bus, plane. You want to own a car. You want to travel. You want to be able to have your medical insurance, your insurances, and your disability. You'll say, I'll get the digital ID. I'll comply. And those that don't do it, you'll just go ahead and turn them in, won't you? Like a good little boy or girl. This reminds me of the book of Revelations. It really does. About the precursors that would start. Y'all remember that vaccination card? That was a precursor. Y'all remember, oh, you must wear a mask. That was a precursor. Donald Trump is the precursor as well. When they start censoring social media, when videos start getting removed, when they no longer allow Christian content, when they no longer allow things about things like the Bible, worship, when that kind of content starts being considered harmful and dangerous content. Don't say I didn't warn you. Don't say I did not warn you. And now you're sitting there crying and going boo hoo hoo. Even the churches are worshiping Donald J. Trump. They are calling him a prophet. This looks like what Jesus has said. Yahshua said about they worship false prophets. The churches are calling Donald J. Trump a prophet. Woe to you. Woe to you. I hate to say it, but my pastor in the Assemblies of God is also calling Trump a prophet. Woe to Woe to you, for you call Donald J. Trump a prophet and you worship him. You claim that he is a man of God. Woe to you. Now, because the nation of America will not turn back to me, I shall now pour out my judgment, saith Yahshua. And all those that claim that they follow Yahshua, will be cut down and will be exposed. I say to you, my children, come out of her, lest you share in her wrath. This is the command of Yahshua. Come out of her, my children. Come out of your sins, unless you share in her wrath. Hear me, O children. Hear me. For the time is close at hand, saith Yahshua. Come out of her, my children, unless you share in Jezebel's wrath. Come out of her. The churches today do not preach the truth. They preach an American God, American Jesus. They do not preach the God of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. God's name is Yahweh. His true son's name is Yahshua. But instead, you will worship the light bearer, Lucifer. When conviction of sin comes, you refuse to repent. You will choose the things of the world. And you call yourself a follower of Yahshua. But actually, your father is of the devil. You think that you can drink of the cup of two masters. You think that you can have your foot in Yahshua and have your foot in the world. You think you can drink of the cup of Yahshua and drink of the cup of demons. You think you may serve two masters. You think that you can be double-minded. You will not hide nothing from Yahshua. Yahshua, ain't nothing will be hidden. I say to the children of Yahshua, to come out of her, my children, lest you share in her wrath. Yahweh has given this command that anyone who wishes to follow Yahshua, must pick up their cross, and they must pick up their cross and carry it. Anyone who puts their hand at the plow and looketh back is not worthy of the kingdom of heaven. Anyone who harms a small child is better they put a millstone around their neck and cast themselves into the sea. If any child wants to come to Yahshua, let them come. Yahshua knows that you have hurt these children. You have indoctrinated them. You have brought the LBGQ in. You have taught them the things of this world. You have removed prayer from school. You have removed prayer out of the lunchrooms of these schools because thou hast removed prayer. This is why the nation of America, your America, has fallen into darkness, saith Yahshua. You, in your American church, says Yahshua, you don't preach my Father's word. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Yahweh. You preach a doctrine of sin. You do not preach about the blood of Yahshua, the atonement of all sins. You preach that a man must do this to be saved. A man must do this to be saved. A man must give a 10% of their tithe. But I say to you, Yahshua, I say to you, truly say that whatever a man decides that day he's going to give, do so with a cheerful heart. Do not feel that you must give. But you, I say, woe to the churches in America have made and burdened the people and made them feel like they had to give into the tithes and offering. You, the churches, say Yahshua, have continuously been beating them on the head with Malachi. Question from Yahshua, where's the money going to? What are you doing with the money? Is it going to the needy to help the poor? Or are you pocketing, say Yahshua? Are you preaching the truth, saying Yahshua? Are you preaching what the world wants to hear? Are you preaching conviction and sin and repentance, saying Yeshua? Are you preaching, no, no, that's okay, you're fine, you don't need to repent, you're good, just live however you want, saying Yeshua? Know this, I will judge you according to the things you would have done, saying Yeshua. There shall be blood in your hands, saying Yeshua. And now you come and now ask yourselves this. Are you being caught up in foolish and stupid arguments saying Yeshua? Satan is the one who has caused division. Saith Yeshua, saying Yeshua, saying that a house that is divided cannot stand. You either will love the one and despise the other, or you'll despise the other and love the one. A tree that bears good fruit cannot bear bad fruit. A tree that bears bad fruit cannot bear good fruit. You will know them by the fruits. Now, your president, Donald J. Trump, is not going to make nothing better. Say if Yeshua says, turn to me, say Yeshua. The time is almost at hand, say if Yeshua. Saith Yeshua, saith, I shall discipline the nation of America. I shall chastise America. I shall give America correction. I did not say that the nation of America was my people, saith Yeshua. Saith Yeshua says that my children are the children of Israel, saying Yeshua. I shall lead my children into the wilderness, saying Yeshua. Because American thinks that they are the promised land, when I clearly said the promised land is Israel. You, America, have mistreated my children, saying Yeshua. I have remembered it. And now I shall pour my judgment upon the nation of America, saith Yeshua. But my children that are in my word, saith Yeshua, I shall keep them from it, and I shall make sure that they have abundance, saith Yeshua. Those that belong to me, saith Yeshua, have the 10 Commandments written in their heart, and do my commands, and do what I say Yeshua. I know the people that claim that they are prophets and pastors, but they are false pastors. I know the people that say they are pastors and preachers and prophets in your land, saith Yeshua, are nothing but liars and thieves and false pastors and false prophets, saying Yeshua. I know that the throne of Satan is in your land, saith Yeshua. Saith Yeshua, saith anyone that shall find their life, saith Yeshua, shall lose their life. But anyone who finds their life, anyone that loses their life, shall find their life, saith Yeshua. And I shall give them a new name written on a stone, only they know of Yeshua. The problem is that you choose to only hear parts of the Bible. And what you don't want to hear in the Bible, you take it out and you rip out what you don't want to hear. Say of Yahshua. You're choosing what you want to hear, and then you're choosing what you don't want to hear. Say of Yahshua. You're choosing to turn to idols. Say of Yahshua. And the false pastors, false teachers. Say of Yahshua. You're choosing to turn to people that'll tell you what you want to hear. You're choosing false teachers and false prophets. You're choosing the things of this world. You're choosing to rip out books of the Bible and rip out verses which you do not wish to hear, saith Yahshua. You're choosing to add what you want to hear, saith Yahshua. And for this, I must now judge the nation of the America. I must judge it. I must discipline. I must correct. Saith Yahshua, saith, and I'm using Trump as judgment, saith Yahshua. Shalom, my brothers. Remember that Yahshua loves you. Yahusha loves you. I speak all these names in the name of Yahusha, Yamashiach, the true God of Israel, Yahweh. Not this American God. Y'all, God bless you in the name of Yah. God bless you in the name of Yahusha Yamashiach. God bless you in the name of Yahweh. Shalom, my brothers.